Alright, welcome to the live stream, man. Make sure you guys are following this account. Well, welp. Welp. Well. How are you, bro? I'm doing good, man. Just making money. Um, you know, you know how we get down, man. You know how we've been getting down on Wine, man. Most accurate live stream on TikTok. Make sure you guys are following this live stream, follow and subscribed. Um, like, like this video because you guys know we don't get started until we get at least 1,000 likes in here, and that's just a fact. And that's just a fact, though. All right, that's just a fact. All right, so make sure you guys are following, subscribe, everything, man, because we've been going crazy. I mean, this has been a great year, especially if you've been following along. Most accurate. I mean, you see what the Q's has been doing. You've seen the price targets that we've been had all year, and they've been hitting. I mean, either you've been listening and making money, or you've been pessimist and not listening and doing what you do. But at the end of the day, we've been right. God did. God did, man. We've been making a whole bunch of money. So I'm not gonna get started till we get at least 1,000 likes. Really 2,000. We're gonna get the live stream started. We're gonna get it started. Alright. We're gonna definitely get it started. Let's keep liking it up. Tesla, we'll look at Tesla. NQ going for a bottom liquidity grab. I mean, whatever that may mean, sure. Sure. I mean, really, I think right here it looks like it's ready to bounce. Especially right here. But we'll talk about everything. We'll look at the Qs, we'll look at a bunch of stocks. I think we got a lot to talk about today because there's a lot of stocks that are about to pop up. There's a lot of stuff that's about to happen. There's a lot of people that are going to claim they were talking about the market. Ben was going to do this way back in January. It's going to be false people. It's going to be people that, that were doubting back in January, February, turn ultra bullish now, which is fine. There's enough room for everybody. Enough room for everybody. But if you look at the Qs, or the NASDAQ, we're looking at the futures right now. If you look at where it's been running, it's been bouncing from this 21 EMA on the 8 hours since it bottomed out. Like since it reached the bottom of the flag way down here, it's been using this 21 EMA to bounce off, like you saw right here on that brief pullback November 10th. Like you're kind of seeing right now, it's meeting it right now. And even if you look at the fibs, I mean, it's sitting at the buying area. So if I'm trading futures, which I'm not, or if I'm looking to come into tomorrow trying to short, I'm not, because we're at an ultra bounce area. So for me to mess with this, it would need to start closing below, 15,964, right? That's just what it would need to be closing below for me to want to go short. I'm not even looking to go short, man. I'm looking to go long. But there is some profit taking that we need to be making sure that we do. There is, as we continue to rally up and people start turning mega bullish and everything, we have the price targets. We know what the Qs is going to end up going to. I mean, it's breaking out the huge flag that we've been talking about. We've really been talking about this flag down here when I told you it's going to get to 350. We had people very scared right here when it had that dip down at 344. That's when I was telling you to come on the stream and buy the dip, get some far expirations. Now, if you listen, you're clearly going off. If you you're clearly going off, man. Your account should be very healthy right now, right? But I do still think we have some legs to go, and you guys want to make sure you're paying attention to these later parts of the live stream, because you guys want to know when to get out. Okay, So you want to make sure you're continuing to tune in, because just like we called the bottom and we've been riding the rally up and making stupid amounts of money, there's going to be a time where the market tops out, and then that's when I'm going to be live and being like, hey man, we got to we got to start getting out and planning how we can get puts and how we can actually maneuver around maneuver the bearish trend that's going to happen. Because what you guys have to realize is that we've been going so crazy, and yes, we dodged the narrative is going to be we dodged the recession, we dodged this and that, but I think by next year Q3 I think it's going to pop back up, and that time will come, and that's why you want to make sure you're paying attention, because I'm going to make sure I put you guys in the right position to be taking profits, to be looking for put plays, to be doing all this, okay? But until then, in these next couple months, I do believe the rally will continue. Just like I've been telling you right here and down here and down here and yada, 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 okay? We've been going crazy. We've been going crazy, all right? And if you've been following along, you should be too. You should be too. And realize, and what you guys have to realize, remember in the comments, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, everybody was saying, oh no, this guy's wrong, getting the puts, the market's done, the market's doing this, yada, 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 yada. They never showed up again, bro. What did I tell you guys? Back when that was happening, they never showed up again. They're not even here no more. But guess what? I am. Guess what? I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. Someone, you definitely here. You've been wrong for a minute, bro. But I'm glad you're here, man. You know what I'm saying? But put in the comments what stocks you guys want to look at. We'll look at a few stocks. The Qs, like I said, we got a price target to 466. Okay. Yes, we got a price target to 466 on the Qs. Okay. Now, when will we have a pullback? I don't know. If you think about this psychology, I'm going to tell you guys about the psychological part and why short, it looks like a good opportunity to short, but the reason why I wouldn't be looking to go short as much, and I'd mainly be looking to see what I can find in the small caps and mid caps, is because if you think about it psychologically, a lot of people missed this insane rally that we've been having, okay? A lot of people missed it. WOM didn't, but a lot of people did. A lot of people didn't. I mean, a lot of people missed this rally. WOM didn't. But the reason a lot of people missed this rally is because they were looking for a pullback. They were looking for a pullback. They were looking for a better entry. And the market never gave you that good entry. And I think it's going to continue to do the exact same thing, because some of you guys remember back when we were on this leg of the rally, back when we had that dip down in March, and I was telling you to please buy the dip, and some of you listened, some of you didn't. But I was telling you to please buy this dip way down here. And all it did was just inch upwards. It never gave you a big drop off. It just inched upwards. And a lot of people missed this rally because back here, a lot of people were mega bearish, just like they were, right here, which I just can't believe. I don't know why. But hey, man, the market makers do a good job of manipulating people. My job is to come on here and tell you guys the real. And some people do, some people listen, some people don't. Anyways, we'll look at the dollar. Put in the comments what stocks you guys want to look at, and we'll look at all of them, okay? We're going to look at a lot of stocks tonight. But first, we got to look at the dollar. The dollar, like I said, topped out way back here at 107.24, like I said, and it's just been trickling down. The only way I'd be looking for some sort of bounce or some sort of pullback inside of the market is if the dollar gets back to 102.56, because that's where I think the dollar might have a decent sized bounce, okay, at 102.56. The reason I say that is because you take the swing low to the swing high, and that's where the buying area is for the dollar. Now I do see the dollar coming, back down to, around $97. Like I said, I think the Q's gonna get to 466. But the only time I'd be looking to actually, maybe take some profits and get and maybe, hedge my positions with some puts is when the dollar gets to 102.56. Okay, that is the buying area for it, and it might get a little bounce. It might get a little fake out, little bounce. Maybe they hear or something. I don't know. But until then, the party will continue. The party will continue. All right. The party will continue, man. All right, we got Rivian, Unity. My boy Keno, he said, hey, what's happening? Me too. Not yet, etc. etc., etc. All right, Rivian, Li. You guys really want to look at Li? Why you guys want to look at Li so much? Why you guys want to look at Li so much? Before we look at Li, Apple to 215. Oh, we got some very bullish people in here today. Snow. Okay. What you guys know about this, man? What you guys know about Snow and Li sounds like a Mickey Mouse company. All right. If we look at Li, first of all, this company has been, man, it's been going crazy to the upside, and this is actually a China stock, by the way. For those that don't know, this is a China stock, and it looks like it's holding above. It's holding above the rejection point at the 618 pretty well, okay? But for me to want to mess with this, it needs to start closing above 4130, okay? It needs to start closing above this level because if you look back here, like look what happened here. This is a fake out, went all the way back down. Fake out right here, went all the way back down. And now you see it kind of trying to get back above there. So it should get above there because I do think the Hang Seng is very bullish, and I think there's a lot of opportunity inside of the Hang Seng, especially when we're talking about, where's the opportunity inside the market. The opportunity, if you miss the big caps like Apple, Microsoft, Google. I think Google actually still has a lot to go up, and Amazon as well, and Netflix. But if you miss those opportunities, where's the money going to trickle down to? What hasn't gone up as crazy? Where could the money possibly go? I think the Hang Seng and China stocks could potentially give you some nice gains. Now, if you look at the Hang Seng right now, this looks like a bottoming out pattern, okay? And the reason we're going to look at the Hang Seng is because LI, is a part of the China stocks, et cetera. You want to make sure the Hang Seng is doing good for, LI to do amazing. But if you look at the Hang Seng, I mean, it's curling up right here. It continues to make these higher lows. It's what you like to see. And it looks like it's finally found some sort of bottoming out pattern right here. There's no way I would look to even short this until it starts closing below 1700. So I like it. I like China stocks in general, to be honest with you, but you need to see this start breaking above 18,000 before you really start see China go crazy, okay? And really, all it takes is like one news article for the Hang Seng to go crazy, okay? There's no way I'd short China. That's out of the question. There's no way I'd short something like the Hang Seng or it's trying. It's trying. So the only way I would look to, look for puts on the Hang Seng or LI or any China stocks is if it starts closing back below this inverse head and shoulders that it created, okay? There's no reason to go short on the Hang Seng. I actually really like the Hang Seng stocks. Now, when is it going to pump? We have no clue. We have no clue. So, for something like LI, you are buying at a resistance, which I don't like buying at resistances, but it does look strong. This is a place where it rejected a bunch of times, and, one reject, two reject, three reject. The breakout on this will be huge. Okay, let's just put that. It will be huge, especially when you're looking at it's never actually got above those levels ever. So it's looking decent. It's looking decent. Now, me personally, I would have loved to get it on that pullback. What were you guys doing when it was literally at that perfect, like, you understand? You understand? You missed that $10 big move right here where it came inside that buying area at $31 and then just went crazy. So if I'm looking at this, I needed to start closing above 4130, and it'd be strictly either a leap play or a day trade play. I wouldn't look to really get equity in something like LI because you missed a lot of the opportunity that LI offered you. All right. But I do like it. I do like it. Put in the comments what else we're looking at. Your RSI is making new high or low. Does overnight after hours matter? Not really. MSTR. MSTR. Hang Seng is Tank Sang. That's actually a good name, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so you guys want to look at SPY. We didn't look at SPY. To be honest, I don't really even like looking at SPY because what you have to realize is that the Qs is going to end up being worth more than SPY, and the Qs is what is going to end up being what most people look at in the long run, okay? And that's just a fact. Most people are going to end up, I've already switched to the Qs. I think the Qs is going to be worth way more than 455 or whatever SPY will get to. I think the Qs will overlap that, and the Qs will end up leading that. You want to make sure you know what the Qs is doing because it's going to end up leading the market. But SPY, you guys know how we feel about SPY, man. This is going to end up going above 500. We already talked about this. In the bigger picture, this thing is clearly breaking out of a huge, humongous bull flag. There's no reason to short it. And we have a price target all the way up to 494, okay? 500, whatever you want to call it. We've been saying this for quite some time now, okay? We've been saying this since it was at 380, 370, 375. We've been making loads of money, etc., okay? Etc. So we see this going to 494. Now, do you want to sit here? Like, a lot of you guys come on here, man, and you don't start paying attention. You don't start listening. You don't start even doing anything until the move is already happening. And well, I'm not gonna say everybody, because we got some smart people in Discord, and they've been we've been going crazy in there. But the people on TikTok, man, the people that when I go live, when the market is dumping like this, and I'm saying buy calls, you guys come on here and say buy puts, and do the opposite, and say I don't know what I'm talking about. So what, now that it's pumped up and gone absolutely crazy from where I was telling you to buy it right here, now you want to start buying. Now you want to start listening. Now you want to start doing all this. And I'm just letting you know, man, this is not a good time for you to be trying to. Now, it is going to go up. If you're getting leaps and you're getting like some June 460 calls on SPY, I'm going to say you're going to make some money. But buying way up here, like this thing already pumped like $50. So if I'm looking at SPY, I do think it's going to continue to go upwards. I think there's a lot more opportunity elsewhere. I do know it's going to get to all-time highs, etc. But like I said, I think there's opportunity elsewhere. Like IWM has a lot more opportunity than something like the S&P 500, which has already gone up stupid amounts. And IWM, man, y'all need to just come on here and just take notes. November 12th is where I was telling you to please get some IWM. That was where it had this pullback. This is when you need to start looking at it. When it had these big red candles, everybody was scared to get in. We were buying calls right here, and we're able to capitalize on an over $14 gain in a matter of like 3 days. And guess what it did, bro? It went up over 1,000%. We made like, you understand? You understand? I do still think IWM has a lot of room to go up. I do, like, this is clearly bullish. Like, if we come on now, this is clearly very bullish. And if you're looking at SPY, I don't know what you're trying to do with SPY. I don't really like even coming on here and telling you guys what's like, oh yeah, SPY is gonna go up tomorrow. Look at this. Like, no, I don't really like doing that for something like SPY, because if you want to see what we're doing on an intraday basis, on a live basis, you have to be in the Discord, because that stuff is I want to see how it opens tomorrow. I want to see what it does pre-market. I want to see how it moves the first 15, 30 minutes, etc. And then I'll decide if I want to get calls that day. But looking at something like, like right now and trying to see if it's going to be bullish tomorrow or bearish tomorrow, come on, bro. That's irresponsible. I would never do that to you guys. Why? Because I like making sure that you guys come on here and make money. And if we're looking at, if you guys want a brilliant opportunity to make some money on something, it'd be looking at leaps for IWM or even equity. And by leaps, I mean looking at next year September calls. Just get the 190s and just sit on them, okay? That's just free bread. Because if you look at IWM, this thing is making lower or higher lows. It's clearly forming a nice bull flag. Like, we can sit in here and draw the price targets, and we're already in this. Yeah, we anticipate this to get back to around 190. And to be honest, we're already in this. We've been talking about this for quite some time. Every single Sunday live stream, we come on here and we talk about it, and I tell you guys the best plays. And you guys should be making a lot of money right now, is what I'm saying. But TNA is the one that I actually like a bit more than IWM. This is the 3X for IWM. So if you want a bigger return on your investment, you would mess with something like TNA. And we've been telling you to get this since it was at like $22. We went up on this. Man, we went crazy on this. These went up over 100%. We got the 8, man. Look, bro. Look, bro. Anyways, yeah. Where did you post that? We posted this in watch list. This is the watch list. And really, I posted it in my channel. Like, I told you to watch it, but I came on here and said November 13th, Monday, as soon as the market opened, 18 minutes after the market opened, I told you to get some IWM calls right here at 0.37. Okay, so that's where we send it, bro. I think you're in the Discord, so just look around. Unity gonna cook up soon. I like Unity. My boy got into Unity. I actually really like this pattern that it has on the weekly. It actually, if we're looking at Unity on a weekly time frame, I've seen these have big old green candles the very next week. So I'm gonna be interested to see what Unity's doing. But to be honest, if I wasn't buying right here, where we posted it a couple days ago, when did we post it, man? Before it went crazy. Yeah, like it's already given 30% to a lot of our members. So if I'm looking at Unity, man, I think it does have a lot of potential. I mean, it's partnering with Apple. It's a metaverse type project. It should go crazy. There's a lot of eyes on it right now, like you've been seeing in the comments. And I don't really like looking at too many things that have a lot of eyes on it. But I do think it's gonna go crazy. I mean, first of all, like, what were you doing? Like, we came on here and talked about Unity back when it was down here. Like, what were you guys doing when it was down here, like at 23? If you came into the live stream, I was like, why would you ever short here? This is the perfect time to get some leaps for it. And what do you know? It's up $5. So I still really do like Unity. I think it goes crazy, but I do think this is a crowded trade, as in a lot of people now know about Unity. A lot of people think it's going to go crazy, etc. That doesn't mean it's not going to go crazy, but that is something to pay attention to. I don't like looking at crowded trades because, come on, man, when have you ever seen a bunch of people be right? Man, I don't know. Just me personally. You want to look at Tesla? Let's look at Tesla, man. Let's look at Tesla, bro. And Unity is like, it looks exactly like these candles. Look, last week I told you guys, or 2 weeks ago, Tesla had this red candle, and I said, yo, this is exactly like this. The next week is gonna be very green. It was very green. I think Tesla will continue to go crazy. We've been saying this for quite some time. We said it when it was down here at 200, etc. I told you to get some leaps, and what do you know? It's up $30. So for Tesla, I do think it's going to continue. Like I said, the price target on Tesla is to 392. It's back to all-time highs. Tesla's more than a car company, etc. Okay, I don't even look, man. I come on here and tell you guys the same exact thing. A lot of you guys are new, so you keep asking about Tesla. You keep asking about Tesla, etc. But nothing has changed for it. You want to make sure you're trying to get a good dip on it, that's for sure, because if you weren't buying down here, if you didn't buy this dip right here, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to buy? Like, really think about it. So if I'm looking at Tesla, man, I wanted it at 221 before I mess with it. But that just means, that's just when I want to mess with it. That doesn't mean this is the I think there's a lot of better opportunities out there besides Tesla. I do know this is going to get to 400. But if I wasn't messing with it right here, I'm sure I'm not going to mess with it up here until it gets to 221. All right? You want to make sure you're buying good opportunities. There will be a sell-off right after their truck. Man, who knows? We got Sunday Night Football. TNA equals TQQQ this time last year. Interesting. I actually like that. But the thing you have to realize, man, and we've been saying this for quite some time now, to where it's like, man, you guys just really need to listen, man. Or don't really care. We're gonna make money regardless. I like coming out here and helping you guys make money. We've been doing it, we literally have been saying this entire rally right here. We've been telling you, begging you, matter of fact. And now it's about to make this next leg rally to 466. Now, are you gonna catch this? Are you gonna catch it? I don't know. I am. All right, let's look at what stocks you guys want to look at, man. What other stocks you guys want to look at? Shopify is gone, man. We're looking for good opportunities, man. We're looking for good opportunities because stuff like this, like, what were you doing when it was right here? What were you doing when it was right here? Like, this thing has gone up crazy. Coin, my boy Gucci in here. Man, bro. We made so much money on Coinbase, man. Shout out Gucci, man. Shout out Gucci. But we made so much money on Coin, and this is why you need to be in a community that's literally going to help you out, help you make some money. Because look, this was Wednesday, November 15th. Man, get some coin calls, please. November 24th, 290s. Now a lot of you guys know what Coin did. You know that these are much in the money. 103s, and you got the November 24th next week, and you only bought it for 290. And you look at Coinbase now, and it's at 115. And to be honest, Coinbase is not done. It's not done. Like, it is not done. Now, the thing with Coinbase is it's sitting in a rejection zone, but you also have to realize the psychology behind what's happening inside the market. A lot of people are starting to realize that the market is bullish, that Coinbase is very bullish. Now they're just trying to wait for a good pullback to get into, and the market is simply just not going to give that. It's not going to give it to you. Why? Because they know you missed it. They know you missed it. So if you look at Coinbase, we have a price target all the way back up to 176. Okay, yes, 176. To be honest, that's actually being lenient, considering that Bitcoin we think is going to get to over 100K. Okay, but we did call out coin calls. Matter of fact, we even got into Coinbase again. Let me show you what I made, bro. But yeah, Coinbase 176. My boy Gooch asked about it. I think Coinbase is gonna go crazy. I made a band off the first one, and then I re-upped. I told you that, man, I'm about to get into some more. Where did I say it? Here it goes. Took more. All out of coin. But guess what? We took some more December 1st. We took some more December 1st. It ain't. Dang. Those went crazy. I actually had 10. I trimmed. I actually made more than this. But yeah, I mean, we went crazy. We went crazy. So this is why it pays to have a community that actually, we know what we're talking. We've been knowing what we've been talking about all year. We've been saying we get calls since January of this year and December of last year and March. And even back when we had that dip on the Qs to 344 and everybody came in here bearish, we told you to please buy this dip. Now, either you're listening or you're not, but like, come on now. SoFi, let's look at SoFi. Let's take a look at SoFi. SoFi is actually one that I'm interested in. I'm very interested to see what SoFi is doing. And I'm actually, like, if you're in the Discord, you know what we're trying to do with SoFi, but I really like it because if you look at it, it's in a falling channel, but massive bull divergence is forming on it. And it's been forming on it since way back in September. Okay? And if you look at SoFi, the trend is still healthy. It's still a healthy trend. It really is. All this needs to do is break out, and to be honest, I could sit here and draw price targets for you, and you wouldn't believe me. I think this can easily get back to $16. I really like SoFi. I think SoFi is a good stock to even have equity in. When it's earnings, earnings isn't until February 27th of next year, so you don't even have to worry about any of that. You could even catch the run-up if you get some leaps, equity, etc. So I really like SoFi, and to be honest, it's doing the exact same thing that it did down here. Back when it had that, it's doing the same thing. So I like SoFi. Whoever says SoFi. I'm not even going to look at the day trade for it. It moves too slow to try to get some weeklies for it or some 2 weeks out. For something like SoFi, you want to make sure you're looking at leap opportunities and equity opportunities. Okay, that's the only way I mess with something for SoFi. That's the only way. But I appreciate the likes you guys are showing me. Let's try to get to 10K likes, man. The most accurate live stream on TikTok. The most accurate live stream ever. And I'm not gonna claim to be the only one that knew the market was bullish, but come on now. You guys know, the OGs know. Back in January, we were getting crucified. We were getting crucified for telling you the truth. It's crazy. Actually crazy. Now it's popular to be bullish. Now it's popular. But I don't want to look at Walmart. When a stock has earnings dump, sure, you could look to try to catch, the bounce play, but usually it continues to dump. So, and I've seen that happen, 80 to 85% of the time, to where if a stock pumps, like you saw with Netflix, I'm gonna put you guys on game right here. A lot of you guys don't even know this, which is crazy to me. When a stock pumps for earnings, it usually continues to just go, okay? Like you saw with Netflix, okay? And I can show you guys that on multiple instances. And vice versa, when the stock dumps for earnings, it usually continues to dump. So for something like Walmart, I'm not interested in trying to catch a bounce for it. I'm not even interested to try to short it. I think this is a cooked opportunity, and I'm looking for other opportunities because I know that it's out there. Okay? I know that it's out there. Somebody said Amazon. Amazon right here pumped for earnings, like you saw on October 27th, and it continued to pump. It continued to pump. As a matter of fact, Amazon We were talking about Amazon back at 118 when I told you it was in this cup and handle. And guess what? It has a price target to 197. Amazon's actually the most undervalued big tech stock that there is right now. Amazon's easily going to get above $200. That's like, if you want free bread, all you got to do is get into some equity on Amazon and just sit back, because Amazon actually never had a rally even back in 2021. Like, all it did was sit here and chop. Okay? LCRX, LRCX. All right, it's about to go to all-time highs. Oh yeah, it's about to go crazy. And the thing, it's about to get into price discovery to where once it breaks out from all-time highs, it'll most likely just rocket crazily, probably like 800, and then have like a nice reversal. So I actually like this one. I like it. I like it, Gooch. Am I gonna mess with it? I gotta look at the contracts. But yeah, I mean, we can as long as it doesn't double top. Like, you can just look at the previous times it's broken all-time highs. As long as it doesn't double top, if you look at every single time this has broken all-time highs since the beginning of time, which is back here, these are double tops, so we're not gonna, like, these are all double tops. When it broke all-time highs, it just kept going. Right here, double top, broke all-time highs right here, kept going. Broke all-time highs right here and kept going. So when you look at, and even if you look at Microsoft, so that's usually a fact as well. When a stock breaks all-time highs, it usually just keeps going. I mean, Microsoft is going crazy. But yeah. You guys want to look at Rivian. What's up with Rivian, man? Let's take a peek at it. Let's take a peek at it, man. What's happening with Rivian? Rivian looks a lot like SoFi. And to be honest, this might be a crowded trade is what I'm talking about. The only successful EV company that we know of right now is really Tesla. A lot of them have charts. Like, can you guys put in the comments another EV company that's going as crazy and that you believe in, like Tesla? A lot of them are struggling. I mean, look at the MULN, like Lucid. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm full bearish on Rivian just because I know money's gonna end up rotating into mid caps and small caps, but I will say Rivian is overcrowded and you don't really know for sure. Now, it does look good though. I will say, like, if we're looking just TA wise, this looks absolutely amazing and it looks like it's ready to explode. Like, if we're thinking about it TA wise, but psychologically wise, man, I don't know. I'm scared, man. LI doing good. That's actually right. I've seen a lot of Rivian cars on the street. Me too, actually. Because Tesla not a car company. Exactly. Lucid's doing terrible. But yeah, like, this, look, I'm not going to say this is a terrible option to get into. If I was looking at it, I think there is more things to look at, to be honest. But this is an opportunity that could squeeze, like you saw back in June and July, and so I'm not gonna say it's terrible, and it's in support. So I'd be a fool to tell you to short. There, by no means necessary am I telling you to short Rivian right here. That'd be, man. If somebody tells you to short Rivian right here, they need to, man, they don't know what they're really doing, because it's sitting in a nice, like, look. This is a demand level for it, and this is actually a reversal pattern. So whoever said Rivian, I actually do like it. The momentum's even shifting on the RSI, so there's nothing not to like about it, to be honest with you. Like, it's sitting in demand to where if you did get into options right here, if you were to mess with some maybe $17 January 19 calls for it, the risk to reward on it is perfect, because all you would have to do is stop out if it starts trading below $15. If it starts having some daily close below $15, just get out. The risk to reward is amazing on here. Whoever said this one, I like it, but I won't mess with it. Me personally. Baba looks amazing, man. I want to mess with China stocks. They're just too unpredictable. I'm going to skip it. Snow. Let's look at Snow. Oh, my. What? First of all, if you guys remember the stream from the past, like, we were talking about it over here back in November 1st, this was the perfect buying opportunity when we talked about it. You can go to the previous live streams that we had, and a lot of these stocks that we're talking about today, they've absolutely played out. But if you look at Snow, I still really like Snow because, like CrowdStrike, look, man, people just don't believe until they actually see it happening, man. We told you to please buy right here. We told you to please buy CrowdStrike right here. We told you to buy CrowdStrike down here, and now it's way up here. I think the same thing is going to apply to something like Snow because this has not broken. This has just been consolidating right here. Broke out of the downtrend like you see right here. Even retested it. So for something like Snow, I actually really do like. The only thing I don't like on something like Snow is that it does have earnings, but the measure move will take you back to the yearly high around 200. You can best believe Snow will get there. And I actually, to be honest, if I was looking at any earnings play coming up, I would be looking at Snow. I'd be looking at Snow. This is one that I actually really, really like. Company that I believe in. Company that I think is going to do well. But it does have earnings, okay? That's the only thing, and why I'm not going to spend too much time on Snow, because it does have earnings. It does have earnings. The contracts are mad expensive. And you just don't know. Like, Snow could come out here with record-breaking earnings and go down. So, I would, look, just like we got in the Target. We got in the Target calls, right here. And it pumped over $30. And you best believe Target will continue because of the information I just shared with you, that when a stock has earnings and it does good, it just continues to go up. Okay, so Target's gonna end up just going up. But the reason why I'm not gonna, shun you away from getting into an earnings play is because it just could be your biggest play ever, right? You just have to know the risk. So if I was messing with Snowflake, I'll be looking at January 19th, probably like the 200s, man. And I'll call it a day, and I won't even and I close my eyes for the earnings play, okay? But I do like it. This is probably a stock that this whole stream I like the most. It just has earnings, okay? And if you're in the Discord, we've been messing with Snow. We've been making money with Snow. First of all, if you're not in the Discord, if you aren't following the Twitter, make sure you're following the Twitter and the Discord. We come on here and give you guys the most accurate information every single Sunday. This is the Sunday live show. We come on here, give you guys the most accurate information, and then we just dip out and allow you to make money. Like, trust and believe. It's actually crazy. First of all, that was all sports betting, but Coinbase, we told you to get Coin. Like, we made so much money on Coinbase, Coin, Target. Like, I don't come out here and just talk. We really come in here. I tell you what it is, and I'm not lying to you. I told you guys we got a Target. Look, he up 102% on Target January 19th. NVIDIA. I can really sit in here and scroll for days. 2 bands, 1 band, Coin. So the link is in the bio. Make sure you're following the Discord. And to be honest, we're going to take a brief intermission. Until we get 2,625 followers on Twitter. We just need 5. Go to the link in the bio. Go to the Twitter and follow. That's all you need to do. And then we'll get back into looking at M-Phase. I see that. Hey, Wom, I'm coming for you this week. Ice, you've been wrong for a very long time, man. But at least you showed up. Man. Follow the Twitter. But at least you showed up, man, because you definitely came in here. Tell him, bro. You definitely came in here about 3-4 weeks ago when we were dumping, and I was telling people to buy the dip, man. Please buy the dip, man. Please get you some leads. Please get you some equity. And you came in here on doomsday activities and just ended up being absolutely wrong, just being absolutely squeezed out. And you, like, come on, man. He said I got lucky over and over. This is not luck, man. I'm trying to really tell you. He said this is not a real live stream. This is definitely a real live stream. I've been trying to tell you, man. You don't want to be a bear in this environment. By the time you're bullish, look, man. By the time you're bearish, the market needs you to be bullish first, buddy. That's when it's going to end up being bearish, when you're bullish. Ah, man, we need 5 followers before we get started. And to be honest, I wouldn't even mind ending the live stream right here because I gave you guys good information, and you can't even go to the Twitter and follow it. You can't even go to the Twitter and follow it and give me 5 followers. Like, God dang, oh man, come on, like. It's, a lot of you guys are already following Twitter though, but yeah, like, come on now, come on now. Nvidia looked good for long at 470. I don't have Twitter. After January 1st, I will be bearish. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, let me show you guys something. We just had record breaking. What I can't understand is that there's a multitude of people. I'm gonna put you guys on a lot of game right here. Where is it, man? Where is the letter reporter, whatever it's called, man? Where is he at? Oh, there you go. All right. What I just can't understand and how you guys are so bearish. When you look at the Black Friday sales that we had, this is a record-breaking Look, man, Black Friday shoppers set online spending record, and you guys are sitting here bearish, pessimist. But this is something that we've been known. Like, this is something that we've been known. Like, if you just go outside on a nice little Friday night, even Thursday, man, people go out on Thursdays and you can see it on Thursday. If you go out on any of those days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you're able to see the actual consumer. You don't got to look on CNBC. You don't have to look at CNN. You don't have to look at, whatever you're trying to look at to get your pessimist news and your just wrong news, because they're trying to trick you. They're not in the business of trying to help you make money like Wong. This is something that we've been new. Black Friday shoppers set an online spending record. Now, how is that possible if so many people are in a recession? I just don't understand. I just don't understand. And this is something that I've been trying to put into you guys' mind for a very long time, man. And he said credit cards. Like, oh my, like, really? Y'all find anything. You guys will find anything. Ice, you've been bearish since January. Like, I don't get it, man. There's no way you even have an account. There's no way you still have money in your account, bro. There's no way. We need 3 more followers before we get started, man. 3 more. 3 more. 2024 bull run has started. Look, man. If you think look, man. I'm telling you right now, there is going to be some sort of correction, some sort of big retracement, etc. But it's not right now, okay? There will be it, and we'll be talking about it. I'm not going to be bullish all the time, but I've been ultra bullish since January, since December. I've been a perma bull. Why? Why? Because this is the most perfect time to be bullish. All right, so make sure you guys follow Twitter, man. We're not even going to look at no more stocks until you guys follow it. I really don't care. Like, I'll hop in the Discord and, I'll go to the Discord and I'll talk to everybody in the Discord and call it a night. I come on here freely. I come on here freely. But I come on the Discord and really drop the bangers because guess what? These are the people that actually, show love. People on TikTok, man, they don't really show love. Bulls take stairs, bears take the elevator. Are you grabbing calls this week or waiting until Powell? All right, we need one more. And then we can get back to it, man. He said, I go back and forth. I'm not a perma bull or perma. All right, you just cap it now, bro. You are man, I wish I could sit on here and scroll through the comments. Hold on, bro. I wish I could sit on here, scroll through some of the comments of what you were really saying, man. Because, God, dang, you came on here on BS time. On BS time, man. Just saying anything. All right, we got the followers, man. We got the followers. We got the Twitter followers. But look, man. Looking at people who thinks this looks bearish, like how could you think the Qs are bearish at 363? And we have people in here talking about double top, going bearish probably. I see lower high. This fool just laughing. He said bear, where economy is in a depression. Like, really think about this stuff, man. I don't have Snow, but have Amazon. Start position in Snow or add Amazon. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. I would add to Amazon. I would be safe and I'd add to Amazon. All right. Let's look at some more stocks though. You want to look at Blink? Let's look at Blink, man. Let's see what Blink is up to. Let's see what Blink is up to. To be honest, this is something that I was looking at. I was looking at Blink because a lot of you guys remember what Blink actually is. This is an electronic, or not electronic, but a charging station company. And you guys know EVs are going to end up being, huge. You guys know this. You have to. And to be honest, it might be trend shifting. So I'm not going to say Blink is. Now, first of all, this is something I don't really like even putting out there for a bunch of people because look what Blink has been doing. It's just been going down and to the right. So this is something that I don't really like looking at. But if we're talking about risky plays and plays that could potentially make you a lot of money with low risk, like this is a high reward, high risk play. But it's not that high of a risk play because you could stop out below like $3. And what could potentially be happening right here is a trend shift. It's a trend shift to where it breaks back above that 21 EMA, retested, and just starts heading upwards. Because if you look what's been happening since January 2021, 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, closer to 3 years ago, that's where it topped out and then just been trending downwards the entire time. So, if the market does turn ultra bullish, and like I said, IWM to be honest is the best, is the small cap play that you want to be paying attention to the most. Like if you want free, easy bread, like you want to make sure that you make money, you would rather mess with IWM, and that's what this whole thing is about. Like in what's happening right now, I want to guarantee you guys make money, and that's what we've been doing this entire thing. But now that the Qs is already playing out to what we were been talking about, where is the opportunity headed? And it's usually the mid cap, small caps, and crypto. Now, what I do want to pay attention to, and what we haven't looked at yet, is the fear and greed index. Okay? The fear and greed index. We're at greed. We're at greed. So, we're at greed. Where is the put and calls? We're way down here. Extreme greed. Now, I'm not going to say that's the bottom because if you look what happened in July, this thing went all the way down to 0.65. So you just gotta be more careful out here. You gotta make sure you're buying fear, like I was begging you to buy right here at fear. This is when you really need to be buying. But some of you guys, you just don't listen, and you don't listen until you see it play out, and then when it plays out, that's when they pull the rug on you, and now you're sitting there sad and etc. But be a bit more careful. I don't want to sit here and give too many plays. Go too crazy. That's why you need to be in the Discord. That's why we still have the Black Friday sale up. We still have the Black Friday sale up, but it's coming down as soon as I end this live stream. So you want to make sure you get the Black Friday sale to see what we're getting in, see what swings we're getting to, see what leaps we're getting into, because those are going to be what we're actually getting into. Right now we're just talking about plays like Mara. Like you can get the long-term plays for $100 a year, and it'll give you leaps and equity buys. And to be honest, if you don't have no portfolio, you just need to get the long-term picks because a lot of you guys come on here and just trade with no foundation set at all. You just sit on here and trade. You don't have any leaps. You don't have any equity. You don't own anything. You just come on here and trade. And you don't know what you're doing. You don't even know how to trade, so you end up just losing all your money. You understand? And the reason I'm saying this is because I know. I've been doing this for 8 years. I know. And when I really started finding success is when I had the portfolio, when I started building equity, started doing leaps. And then I was like, okay, then the trades just came naturally and easily. So I'm trying to put you guys on game, man. Getting greedy may have small pullback. I wouldn't mind a small pullback. We're kind of already getting that, after hours anyways. Like the NASDAQ is down almost 0.40%. So it should be interesting. Let's look at NVIDIA, man. Alright. NVIDIA. Yeah. I don't know. Like, this is a day trade opportunity. I wouldn't even look to swing it as much. I don't know. it's like we were looking at it down here, so I'm definitely not. Man, the only way I would look to get some maybe, man, this would have to come down to, man, it's up there, man. It's up there. To be honest, I gotta see how this opens tomorrow. I gotta see what it does tomorrow. It is coming into a nice little bounce area to where this was like a lot of wicks that you have right here. So I wouldn't short it right here, that's for sure, just based off that it already fell, almost $30. So I wouldn't look to come into tomorrow instantly trying to short this until it can start closing below 475, which is only $2 away. So, I mean, look at these wicks. Like this line is where it's at right now, or this line is where it's coming into. It's like $2 away. Like you see what I'm saying? So when it finally did break down from there, it went down crazy. It rejected right here, went down again. So you got to see what it's going to end up doing at 475. That'll tell you whether you want to get the bounce or the reject. And the reason I'm talking about trades for this is short term stuff is because this is cooked, man. Why would you get leaps in Nvidia? First of all, they're mad expensive, and second of all, it's already at all time high, so there's not that much reward. I mean, it's dangerous. Like, I'm okay. Pass. Let's look at EMPH. Pass, man, pass. But make sure you guys are getting that Black Friday sale, man. The link is in the bio. All right, you want to look at EMPH? Man, I think it could potentially get back to 114. Let's see, man. I do like EMPH. I think you want to see what happens at 109. To me, this thing doesn't. I'm gonna show you guys a play that I actually really like after this. But to me, this is tough, man. It's tough because it has a lot of resistances to actually break through, and we don't know if energy is gonna end up, doing what it did, that previous run back in 2021 where it just ended up going absolutely crazy. So it's a big risk factor when you look at something like EMPH, just because it does have a lot of room to go to the downside. I mean, this thing was a 86-cent stock. It was 86 cents back in June 2017, which was only like 6 years ago. So I don't know. This is something that is risky, but it does have a lot of reward. Don't get me wrong. I mean, this is a stock that was at $333 November 2022. I don't know. I think the energy play, like we've been saying, oil has been done. You guys remember that? I said oil has been done. It's not making a new all-time high, this entire time right here. And a lot of people came in here, said oil was gonna go up, etc. But I was like, no, don't mess with oil. That was the play in 2022. And just like EMPH and energy, while the market was dumping, some of you guys remember, the market was dumping. The Qs was dumping, the SPY was dumping, stocks, Amazon, it was dumping. But energy stocks like CVX, EMPH, like we just looked at, those kept continuing to go up. But now what you see is the market rallying, right? And EMPH and energy stocks actually topped out. I mean, the market literally bottomed out. Qs and SPY, etc., those bottomed out. And EMPH and energy stocks topped out. So I don't really like the long opportunity, but I really don't like the put opportunity because we're in a bull market. So what I tell you guys is actually take a peek at something like DKS, Dick's Sporting Goods. Why? I mean, I just showed you guys Black Friday sales. It was at all-time highs, first of all. And this thing actually pumped for earnings. It actually gave you that humongous pump for earnings. Okay? It did. And then it gave you the price that it didn't pump for earnings, and now it's sitting at that price right now, sitting in a nice uptrend. This is actually a reversal candle. I actually really like DKS coming into next week, etc. Okay? I mean, this is a stock that if you look at it, it just goes up and to the right. It gives you some nice little dips, but ends up going back up and to the right. And I mean, if you look at the monthly candle, this looks like this is a reversal. These are reversal candles. I really like DKS. I think this can get back to around 131. This is actually my main watch coming in next week. Yes, DKS. Dick's Sporting Goods. Let me see something, man. Yeah, man. Like, this came to the buying area. Nothing not to like about it. Nothing not to like about it. Came to the buying area, gave you that. Now I wish I would have seen that 101. That's for sure. Could you please? Could you? We're going to look at NFA. We looked at NFA. So yeah, guys. I mean, make sure you guys are inside the Discord first and foremost. Okay, join the Discord. We come in here and give you like what you got to realize, man. We gave you IWM as this. First of all, since January, I've been telling you to look at calls more. Look at be bullish, please. And guess what? You were handsomely rewarded. Now these are the plays that we get into. We told you to, if you want to see what plays we're getting into tomorrow, what swings we're getting into, you got to be inside the Discord. Right now we're looking at plays, we're building a watch list, etc. I told you look at DKS. I do plan on entering in a DKS, but what strike price, what expiration? Man, you got to be in the Discord, man. Twilio, we literally came in here, gave you 98%. Coinbase, one band. PayPal calls, we told you to get into that last week on Wednesday. Coinbase, you know, understand? So make sure you're inside the Discord. ARK, my boy Ken, I want to look at ARK. We'll look at ARK just because I like you, bro. If you don't own ARK, you're doing it all wrong, man. That should be a slogan. If you don't own any ARK, you are doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong, man. You're doing it wrong. ARK literally gave you the perfect bounce right here and boosted up $10 in a matter of like 2-3 weeks. And ARK has a lot of small caps and mid caps. Like, let me show you what Kathy Woods owns, man. She owns, like, bro. These are her main holdings, which is crazy in my opinion. I don't know how you can own. Wait, hold on, man. We gotta go to fun. Wait. Melly, she owns a lot of. Wait, hold on. This is holdings. Yeah, I'm not looking at trades. Coinbase is the main thing she holds, man. Roku, Tesla. This is the small cap. If you're looking at small Twilio, if you're looking at small caps and you're trying to look, we know that the big caps ran up. We know that Apple and Microsoft, they're going to continue to go up. But where is money going to end up rotating? And I tell you guys this, and I've been telling you guys this for the past 5 months, 3, 4, 2 months ago. It's going to end up rotating into small caps, mid caps, and guess what? Guess what portfolio and ETF is set up the best besides IWM? It's ARK. It's ARK. Coinbase literally is her main holding, which is funny. Okay? And you know Bitcoin's going to get to 1 million. Roku, Tesla, Square, DraftKings, Roblox, Twilio, Unity. A lot of you guys say Unity. This is her. 2% of the ETF is Unity. People hate ARK. And the reason people hate ARK right now is because, look, you want to buy when others hate it. When others are fearful, when others don't like it, that's exactly when you want to buy it. Guess what? Because guess what? Guess what's going to happen? After it's way back up here, they're going to all love it again. Okay? I'm just telling you exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it happen over and over and over and over again. People love it when it's making all-time highs and at the top. And that, matter of fact, that's the worst time to love it. I mean, that's the worst time to love it. Right now is the best time to love it, okay? This is about mindset shifts and what I want to put on you guys' radar. You're late to the party. We're not late. You're not late to the party on ARK. And first of all, there's no way we're late on ARK. We've been talking about ARK since it was over here back in December and over here, and went to $50. Like, we've been talking about ARK, but this is just the beginning of it. Especially when you look at where ARK is sitting right now. Okay, ARK is actually in a pivotal point. I actually really like it right here. If you look at it, this is where it has been fake breaking out, right? You had the fake out right here. You had the reject right here again. You had the fake breakout again. You had the reject again. And now guess what? Guess what it all prepared you for? It's now preparing you for a small cap, mid cap run in a very bullish market. This could easily get to $70. And I wouldn't even be surprised in like the span of a day. Not a day, but like 2 weeks, okay? I mean, you see what happened last time. Look, man, if you don't own ARK, you're doing it wrong. If you don't own MSTR, you're doing it wrong. And this is something that we've been preaching to you guys at bargain prices. And a lot of you guys listen. A lot of you guys are new. A lot of you guys just don't listen. But come on, like, it's now what you got to realize is that, man, like, when are y'all going to listen, man? I don't really care, but, like, I want you guys to make money, man. And a lot of you guys already are. But, man, oh, man, it feel good. Micro strategy, What do you laugh? Yeah, MicroStrategy, man. I don't know what's funny. If you say something pessimistic about, it's funny because there's not even that many pessimistic people that show up to the live anymore because they all ended up being wrong. It's not too late for MSTR at all. Now, I would wait for some sort of pullback, but this isn't a bad time to dollar cost average into it. The stock is easily going to 3K. And we've been saying that since it was $200. Okay, this isn't a new opinion. Now that it's rallying and going crazy. Okay, we've been saying MSTR is going to get to 3K even when it was $200. Why? And why actually MSTR is better than not why MSTR is going to outperform Bitcoin. MSTR is going to outperform the biggest asset in the world. The most performing asset in the world is Bitcoin. It's going to end up outperforming Bitcoin. Yes, bro. Yes. Yes. Yes, it is. Now, I could come on here and show you, but I don't really feel like it, okay? I actually want to get out of here. Can you take a look at Jasmine Coin? Jasmine Coin is amazing. Keep owning it, bro. Keep dollar cost averaging. I really like it. I really like it, but there's nothing to really look at. You got to wait for the crypto run to really get started. You got to wait for Bitcoin to really get started. You got to wait for altcoins. So you got to wait for a lot of stuff. You just got to be patient, okay? If you're in Jasmine Coin, just be patient. He said MSTR price target is what? Yeah, 3K, bro. 3K. It's 3K. Like, I'm not even, it might go to 5, bro. This is a MSTR, bro. I'm trying to tell you, I'm really trying to put you guys on game, and it's not even, it might sound crazy, but look, man, with the track record that we have, if you look at the previous TikToks, if you look at everything that we've been talking about on a widespread basis for a very long time, we've been talking about this stuff for a very. Let me show you, man. I can literally hop on here and just show you guys, and the fact that a lot of you guys are tuning in right now, you guys are new, cool. You guys are new, cool. But we've been doing this for a long time. Okay? We've been doing this for a long time. We've been bullish for we've been trying to help people out, help you guys make some money for a very long time. Do we get called crazy for this stuff? Sure. But it's truthful. It's the real stuff, man. It's the real stuff. It's the real stuff, man. Like, for real. This stuff really hits. Like, look, this was back in March. Now, you can just scroll through the TikTok and see what, like, this is all documented. This was back in March. The Q's was at $2.99.
Obvious cup in hand.
The Q's was at, like, this was the Q's.
We do
way
have
back here, man, at $2.99. And I told you it's going to get to $3.50.
Out of this cup and handle, it takes us back to around $3.55.
Look, man, I was doing the exact same thing, but this is, and I told you it's gonna get to $3.50, and
okay.
Like, come on,
hey, man, don't shoot the messenger.
And I made a lot of money. People that have been in the Discord made a lot of money. But look, man, this dude is name it, man. He said bag holders, bro. Like, you do not know what you're talking about, bro. Please stop misleading people in the comments, please, bro. Because you're gonna end up being wrong. You're gonna have maybe this one person that listens to you and regret that he listened to you. that's what's been happening. How I know. But hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, man. I'm sorry if I just rambled sometimes and didn't go over a lot of the sites you guys wanted to look at. But if you need me to look at anything else, I'm a lot more serious, and I tell you guys exactly what I'm getting into. Entries, exit inside of the Discord. We have a Black Friday sale that's gonna end as soon as I hop off the live stream. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. I hope you guys learned something. I hope the OGs continue to support and realize that, yeah, we absolutely know what we're talking about. Okay? Now, like I said, you want to be a bit more careful heading into next week, and you want to make sure you maybe hold a bit, like, not a lot of cash, but hold some cash back. Be a bit more selective, because like I said, when others are greedy and etc. And I do think this gets to extreme greed. I do think it gets above 70. But when a lot of people are greedy, when a lot of people are starting to be overly bullish, and a lot of people that were bearish, not like, I know you guys are right now seeing people that you saw on Twitter that were very bearish, talking about no way stocks go to all-time highs, etc., etc. They've now switched up, and they're bullish now, and they've acted like they called the rally, and I don't really care, but that's just what it is. This is where you want to be a bit more careful right now, because we're in greed. A lot of people are greedy. A lot of people are getting into calls, but a lot of people missed that rally. A lot of people missed that rally. That's the big but. A lot of people miss that rally, and the reason that's a big but is because there's people that are looking for any pullback to now get in. Okay, now will the market pull back? I don't know. I don't know. No clue. No clue. Don't really care either. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later, man. I'm out. Peace.